Mia is an Afro-American young woman who has to grapple with the consequences of a serious trauma. 2 years ago, her mother died of a sleeping pill overdose. Mia's father reminds her of the heartbreaking tragedy, and the young woman prefers to spend time in the company of her friend Jade, Jade's mother and younger brother Riley. Once at a party, Mia, Jade and Riley decide to try out a new paranormal thrill. With the help of a mysterious embalmed hand, the friends get in contact with spirits and feel possessed by them. The main rule is to end a medium session after 1.5 minutes by putting out a candle. Mia and her friends get addicted to the nerve-tickling game until one day the situation gets out of control. In over 10 years in the industry, A24, a US-based production and distribution company, has earned itself an iconic status through its ability to cherry-pick the best projects. Even A24's least successful films strike with their singular vibe and never leave you indifferent. The company is getting particular praise for its top-notch horror and thriller projects, including Robert Eggers' The Witch and the Lighthouse, Jeremy Saulnier's Green Room, Trey Edward Schultz's It Comes at Night, Ari Aster's Hereditary and Midsommar, as well as T. West's X and Pearl. Talk to Me is an Australian fright that has become a nice addition to A24's collection of gems. Metaphors are a trend that is becoming increasingly ubiquitous in horrors of recent years. We're not talking about metaphors that are too aggressive and in your face, when we're openly told what the film is about. Neither are we referring to dominating metaphors, when you can't figure out their meaning, no matter how hard you try. Metaphors should be optional, if you will. A good film should work even for those who don't see, or don't want to see, its hidden meaning. But if you spot a piece of duct tape sticking out and pull at it to peep under the wrapping, you'll see the story in a totally different light. At first glance, Talk to Me is a quite typical horror about demons that break into our world and assault a young woman devastated by a personal loss. Even if you only see this layer, you'll probably enjoy the film all the same. It has everything to ensure a great viewing experience, including suspense, atmosphere, a charming protagonist, and a couple of blood-soaked scenes. But if you venture to look deeper and assume that everything that you see on the screen is a metaphor for drugs and drug addiction, you will start viewing the movie as a clever, subtle, and heart-wrenchingly true anti-drug manifesto. Who and why gets addicted to this garbage? What do people get out of drugs and how do they use them to justify their actions? And how does it happen that a free person, who used to be responsible for their life, turns into a spineless passenger trapped inside their own body? The film's concept and approach to storytelling are not the only things that make Talk to Me a pleasure to watch. The movie is the directorial debut of the Philippou brothers, who packed it with gripping and striking scenes. Stage actress Sophie Wilde lives every emotion to the fullest, whether it's her longing for her mom, fear for her loved ones, or uncontrolled fun that she's using to block out all bad things in her life. The edited scene at a spirit possession party is oozing such energy and drive that it alone makes the movie worth watching. It doesn't happen often that a film as a whole works just as well as a sum of its parts.